Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So sort of following along with the whole blackout theme of my Road King Special, I got a couple of new parts that I think will fit very nicely with the look of the bike that I'm kind of going for. So let's quickly take a look at the parts. Alright guys, here we go. First part that I'm going to install is the Drag Specialties ignition switch in black. It's going to replace the one that's in chrome on the bike right now, and also a flush mount fuel cap and a fuel measuring gauge that's on the left. Both of them obviously in chrome, so that's going to get replaced. And I like the fact that the fuel measurement does still sort of translate to the new kit. It's going to be in digital LED versus sort of like the old school analog. All right, so let's go ahead and get these things installed. All right, so to get to this switch, we're gonna have to remove this whole console. And to remove it, it's actually pretty straightforward. There's a hex screw here and a hex screw underneath it, so I'm just gonna remove this heat really quickly and get this thing taken off. Alright guys, the console's off. As I said, it's pretty straightforward. There's a hex screw in the front and a quick correction on the back. There was actually no hex screw. It's a 3/8 bolt. Alright, and there's just two plugs. One is on the tank and one is right below. So it's really easy to trace. So to get this thing removed, I mean, it is literally just one plug. Right here, and 4 hex, and then one will go in, and it's a plug and play. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so the ignition key is installed. As you saw, it's a pretty straightforward process. Just 4 bolts on the back and a single plug, and that's really it. So swivel door was a lock. New lock key obviously comes in a kit. So and that's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the fuel cap and the fuel gauge swapped out. Alright guys, so in the kit you get a few things. Obviously you get a new fuel cap, the pop-up flash mount, and a trim ring. Right, so before we install the trim ring, just gotta, because there's a curve obviously that goes to this thing and obviously to your tank, so you gotta find a proper location where the curve sort of matches this trim ring, and that's honestly really it. And for the second set, for the fuel gauge, the trim ring is already part of the gauge, so there's not much here to do. The other one pops out, the new one comes in. But what you will have to do is, because there's a wire that runs through it, the hole is pretty small, and you do have this plug on the other end. So what I'm going to wind up doing actually is I'm going to cut the stock plug, because I'm not going to reuse it, right? So it's either me undoing the pins on the stock plug and pulling it out that way, but because I'm not really planning to reuse it, and I can always solder it in if I choose to do so later, but I don't think I'll ever reuse it, so it'll keep things faster and easier. I'll just cut the stock ones, fish the new one through, and just basically look at the stock plug to see exactly where each wire goes. And that's it. It's plug and play. All right, so let's go ahead and get that done. Alright guys, so just wanted to make a quick stop and show you. This is the old plug that I just cut. This is the new one. If you look straight ahead, hopefully this thing can focus. There's a little notch on the bottom on both of them, so that's a perfect way of knowing that you have it the right way. And so the way it'll go, it's orange, yellow, black, and that's it. And there's a little safety thing that you just kind of bend it back so the wires don't come out, and that's it. So first we're going to fish it through, then we're going to put the pins in and get everything plugged back in. Another thing too, there's this little shield that is on the stock wire, so definitely put this back in. All right, that's all. Alright guys, so that was a quick and easy install of Drag Specialties ignition switch in black and flush mount gas cap and fuel gauge. As always, if this video was useful to some of you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.